At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology, so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
We do things the right way, we do it honestly, and we do it well. We go to trial with confidence that in Southeast Missouri, when we work hard and we do a good job of presenting the case to the jury like we know we can do, justice will be done and the client will be taken care of. If you need someone to represent you at trial, call Cook Parquette Ponder & Walls.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank & Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank & Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank & Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagro 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our final regular season game of the 24-25 basketball season here on Aycorp Sports. Tonight, we're coming to you from the Sikeston Fieldhouse with an exciting end-of-year season matchup between the Class 5 number 1 ranked Sikeston Bulldogs playing host to the number 7 ranked team in Class 4, the Trailblazers of Father Tolton High School from Columbia. Alongside my broadcast partner, Bobby Alford, I am Jim Riker.
Jim, this is the third time in the last 3 weeks that we have been here at the Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs have looked very impressive in their last 2 wins we broadcast over Cape Central and Jackson. They will need all that and more to take down this team from Father Tolton. If you just look at the records, you would think Sikeston would roll this game. But they come in with a record of 22-3, while the Trailblazers have a record of 13-12. But when you look at the Father Tolton schedule, every loss come at the hands of a team ranked in the top 10 of their class in the latest coaches poll. That includes a recent 8-point loss to Oak Park, the team with the most will say is the best team in the state of Missouri, as they are ranked the #1 team in Class 6. They are led by Mizzou commit Aaron Rowe and top guard prospect Zay Wilson. The game within the game will be the matchup between the two guards against those of Sikeston will be a fun one to watch. The matchup will be the most interesting to me between the 6'7" McKendree University commit Blake Pington and the SEMO 7-foot commit Trey Sadler. And I got to tell you, this game has a lot of twists and turns to it. I love the depth Sikeston brings to this game. I mean, that's undeniable how strong they are up and down the roster and kids coming off the bench. And I'm going to tell you, I think this game will hinge on the play of Chris Artis' defense on these two guards. I think Artis he usually draws the toughest matchup. I think he's got a great chance of guarding either Rowe or Wilson. I think his play, now he's not going to stop them. You're not going to do that to a puck guard. But how well he can contain them and frustrate them, I think largely looms on Chris Artis' defensive play.
I think that's exactly right. And I think, it is guard play to guard play, I think, in this one. I think Pington and Sadler will sort of cancel each other out a little bit. So I think it really is whose guard play ends up being the best tonight. And interesting matchup, no question about that. Lots of interesting matchups in Southeast Missouri. These two, just to give you an idea, Sikeston ranked #1 in the state in Class 5. Got the #2 seed in the district because Farmington beat them earlier in the season. So that's sort of an interesting twist. They open up on Wednesday night up at Farmington in that district. Father Tolton is the #1 seed in theirs. But then we've got a game tomorrow night here on Aycorp in Class 2 District 3, the championship, which should be, we think, could be an instant classic. It's the Puxco Indians and the Charleston Blue Jays.
Yeah, and I think that's a good one, Puxco gets in habits of shooting too many threes at times when they go cold. I think they've got to find ways to score in the paint as well, whether it's Cason Long, whether it's Skylar Zimmerman. I think they've got to be able to get points in the paint because there's going to be stretches where you go cold. They haven't faced a team yet who will have the speed. They're going to be in their face guarding. They'll foul a lot. That's the key, too. I think they got to get Charleston in foul trouble if you're Puxco. But I tell you, I could see this game going either way. It's going to be tough. I think after the first quarter, it's highly important to see how Puxco can adjust to the pressure that Charleston brings. That could be the key of the game in my book, Jim.
I would agree with that. Biggest upset of the night, probably the other night, was the Neelyville Tigers beating the Campbell Camels, the #1 seed. Neelyville was ranked #7 in the state at the time, Campbell was. That was a big upset, so Neelyville will take on Hayti in that Class 2 District 1 championship.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I've heard people talk about Neelyville was a tougher team we may think than the record shows. I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid on that. I didn't think they would pull that off against Campbell. They did, to my surprise. Congratulations. I'm waiting to see what they can do Friday night.
And then in Class 1, District 1, Risco and Southland, and Class 2, District 2, Class 1, District 2, Richland and Delta. Those should both be decent games tomorrow night. Got to believe Risco is the favorite against Southland, but Southland's played a lot better this year.
Yeah, they have, and I would say Risco's probably the favorite, but my eyes are on that Richland-Delta game. I'm telling you, Delta is a strong team. People don't know if this team can really score. Richland's been playing better of late, but I think it's going to be a great matchup.
Tonight, as we mentioned here, of course, it's the Father Tolton Trailblazers. They'll be in light blue, sort of a North Carolina sky blue. They'll go like this. 6'2" senior #1, Aaron Rowe. A 6'1" senior #2, Zay Wilson. A 6'7", number 13, Blake Pinkerton. A 6'3" senior #20, Henry Nichols, and a 6'5" junior #5, Ryan Deakins. They are coached by Jeremy Osborne, assisted by Tyler Victor, Trevor Minnie, and Steph Tippett. Of course, last home game of the season for these seniors here at Sikeston, unless they happen to get a playoff game here in the playoffs down the road, which will be a quarterfinal game if they do. And they will start with their typical starting lineup. Coach Greg Hollifield starts like this. They will start with #0, a 6-foot senior, Tristan Wiggins. 6'2" senior #2, Chris Artis. The big one in the middle, number 3, a 7-foot senior, Trace Sadler. A 6'1" senior, number 23, Lacarian McCray. And a 6'2" senior, number 24, PJ Farmer. So, Bobby, these teams, 9 out of the 10 starters between the two teams are seniors. So lots of experience on both these squads.
Yeah, a lot of experience, and it's going to make it a very good matchup, I think, because both teams are so seasoned. They play it well. I tell you, it's fun. Watch tonight. If you're a Father Tolton kid, no doubt, the guards, and especially PJ Farmer, they love to get that lob to Trace Sadler. He's going to run that baseline. See how well Father Tolton takes care of that. I think you're going to see Father Tolton come out and play close to a college-level offense. They're going to bring out that post to the high post out there beyond the three-point line, set the screen, roll off of that, and look for where the shots are created.
We are set to go, and the ball goes to the Bulldogs to start it off. McCray with it, kicks it off to Farmer. A zone for the Trailblazers of Father Tolton to start.
Well, the zone's going to give the opportunity for Sikeston to have Sadler run that baseline and get behind that defense there.
Sadler sets a high screen for McCray. He kicks it in the corner. Jump shot short, no good. Taken down though, Wiggins gets his own rebound, goes strong to the basket, up and good. Tristan Wiggins for 2.
Yeah, that touched 2 hands off of Sadler and right into Wiggins' hands, and he gets in the lane and scores.
Full court pressure from the Bulldogs, of course. If you've watched them at all, you know that's their trademark here. Wilson with it out top. Off to Rowe, the Missouri commit for Father Tolton. Out to Nichols.
Interesting enough, Jim, both teams come out in a zone and not playing man-to-man.
In the corner, Wilson drives on the baseline, kicks it across. Back to Pinkerton, and he's going to be called for a travel. Took off before he put it on the floor. It's a turnover. Goes back to the Bulldogs.
It was my bet before the game. I thought both teams would be in a man-to-man, but they both come out in zone, so a surprise move already.
Yeah, sort of interesting to me the way Father Tolton shot the 3 in the JV game. Sikeston won that, but three-pointer by Artis, rims out no good, but Wiggins with another offensive board. Kicks it out. Three-pointer up and long, no good. Rebound taken down by Rowe of Father Tolton. He's quickly up the floor with it. Knocked away. Pinkerton comes away with it. Back to Rowe. In the corner, three-pointer up, long, no good. Comes down, though. Another 3 by Father Tolton, off the mark, no good. Neither team shooting it very well right now. Off of Sadler, out of bounds. We'll go back to Father Tolton.
Interestingly enough, the ball movement right now by Father Tolton is getting Sikeston a little out of defensive positioning for rebounds when that shot goes up from that corner. I'm concerned about that for Sikeston. They're going to have to rotate out a little better than what they have.
Backcourt violation on the Trailblazers. Turnover, and we'll go back to Sikeston. You mentioned early on, sometimes Sikeston will shoot that 3 very well, sometimes not so much. So we'll see. Looks like they've gone now to a man-to-man defense for Father Tolton. Sadler way out top with it. Off to Artis. He's going to drive. The basket gets out, cut off there nicely by Pinkerton. Wiggins up top. Farmer catches it. He's going to be fouled out front there by Zay Wilson.
Of note on that foul call, very veteran crew here doing this game. So the folks from Father Tolton tuned in. Just know you've got a very, very experienced crew on the floor.
This may be one of the best crews in Southeast Missouri right here, I would say. So Farmer slips as he puts it up. Shot's no good. Rebound, Pinkerton. Wilson drives in, 15-foot jumper, good. Zay Wilson for 2, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, really nice pull-up there by Zay Wilson.
Bad pass by Farmer. Wilson with the steal and gets the layup, and it's 4-2. Good hands there by Zay Wilson. Little turn the tables on Sikeston a little bit. Off to McCray. To the basket, up, and charging call on McCray, his first team foul, number 1.
Yeah, it looked like Deacons was set right there under the basket, and he was clearly in position to draw the charge.
Into the ball game for the Trailblazers is Cortland Miller, a 6'4" junior. And out is Ryan Deacons. The play runs through the guards here of Father Tolton. There's no question about that. Wilson out front. Kicks it off to Rowe. Jumper up and good. That is Zion Lukey. It's in the ball game, a 6'6" sophomore. And it's 7-2 Tolton. Farmer to the basket, up and good. Nice cut down the lane for P.J. Farmer, 7-4. Fast-paced game. They kick it in the corner. Another one for Lukey. No good this time. Wilson, though, with the rebound, goes up off the glass and good. He's got 6 already, and it's 9-4.
Yeah, Sikeston got caught watching. There it is down the floor.
Sadler up on a great catch and finish, and it's 9-6.
That big man runs the floor as good as anybody in the game for a big guy in high school basketball, and he gets those kind of points because of it.
Off to Wilson. It's knocked away loose. Farmer gets it, and he's going to be fouled on the floor, I believe, by Cortland Miller.
Foul on Father Tolton's Cortland Miller. That's his first.
His first second team foul. 9-6. Lead for Father Tolton. And Kobe Thomas checks in for the Bulldogs.
And notice Thomas, a very good defensive player, checked in for Artis. So they're giving one good defensive player a set for another.
Sadler up top, kicks it off to Farmer. Goes cross court, bad pass, knocked away, but Wiggins comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Tried to go through too many hands right there. Wiggins back out to Farmer. Nobody cutting to the basket for the Bulldogs right now.
Yeah, and that's just what I noticed there. The paint was wide open, but there you go.
Wiggins knocked down a tough jumper, and it's 9-8.
Yeah, but folks don't know Wiggins is a really good shooter. Got a great rotation on the basketball, and he is a dangerous threat anywhere on the floor.
Rowe with the basketball, guarded up front by McCray. To Wilson. Wilson will take the three. Good, nothing but net. And Zay Wilson's got 9 already. Ahead to Farmer. He'll put a 3 up. Good for Farmer. 12-11.
You saw Wilson kind of talk to Farmer, and then Farmer sings that one and does it right back.
Pinkerton in the corner to Wilson. That's going to be a foul on the floor on Farmer. Be his first.
And that's Lloyd Rice there talking to him about, hey, let's calm it down right here. I think they're both trying to talk, and he's going to talk to PJ as well.
Yeah.
Good job of Lloyd Rice.
Yeah.
Nothing had to be called there. He waited for the opportunity.
Father Tolton inbounds in the corner to Miller. Then back up top to Wilson. Pinkerton for 3. Good, man. They can shoot the 3. That may shoot the Bulldogs out of that zone.
And that's what I'm thinking. They're going to have to try to go to a man-to-man, I believe, Jim. That's a couple of made 3s already. And look, not greatly contested. Father Tolton's right now is 3 for 5 from deep. They're going to have to get out of that zone and go to a better man-to-man.
Ryan Deacon checks back in for Cortland Miller for the Trailblazers.
And I think that may be a little bit of concern going to that zone of the size with Deacons, with Pington. They've got a little bit more size on Sikeston, so they may be trying to sit in that zone to preserve that.
Wiggins with the basketball, tries to drive baseline, kicks it out, but good defense there by Pinkerton and takes it out with the steal off to Wilson. Little runner in the lane, off the mark, no good. Deacons with the rebound, up and good. Nobody on the boards for the Bulldogs, and it's 17-11.
And Deacons just manned his way in the middle right there and took control of that board.
Farmer for 3, no good, but he'll shoot 3 as he's fouled in the act of shooting. First one on Deacons. Third team foul on Tolton here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Sikeston's been sitting in that 60-65% range from the free throw line of late, so you know that would range 2 of 3 right there if so.
First one is good. McCray sets a check back in for the Bulldogs. Didn't mention that Malachi Davis take that back. Jerarius Goodwin checked in for the Bulldogs a while ago. Second one also good. They'll have a third. Tristan Wiggins checks out, and McCray checks in. Third free throw, made all 3 of them, 17-14. Farmer with 8 now for the Bulldogs. Full court pressure. Rowe with it.
Sikeston still sitting in an extended zone now.
To Wilson, up top. Tries to cross over, and Goodwin got a little too handsy there, and it'll be a foul on him. That'll be the third.
That's his first team foul number 3.
First one on Goodwin. Off to Rowe. He's been quiet so far. Inside the Deacons, up, blocked by Farmer.
Yeah, big defensive stand right there by Sikeston in the paint.
In the corner to Thomas, back out to Farmer.
Well, Jim, they got to find Sadler a touch in there. He's been strong and he's posted, and they're playing behind him. You got to give him a look. Whether he shoots it or not, at least give him that ball right there.
Right, get it inside out. You're exactly right. He's working really hard in there.
Yeah, now when he moved to the far side of the paint there, I thought Deacons was kind of giving him the business there and pushing him on out. He was beating him up a little bit, but at first on this side of the rim, he had him posted well.
Farmer with the catch inside, misses the shot, and that'll be a foul on Sadler as he went for the offensive board. Couldn't quite get there. His first. That foul a while ago was the second one on Ryan Deacon, so he took a seat. Sadler checks out, Wiggins checks in, so the Bulldogs are much shorter right now than they started out. Nichols checks back in for Father Tolton.
If Sikeston goes man, this may be the set they do it, but they've taken out all the size, so they'll be really small down under the basket.
Father Tolton with the basketball. To Pinkerton. Off to Rowe. They've got Wilson at the free throw line. Pinkerton now from about 12 foot. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken down by McCray.
Well, that was the look Father Tolton wanted right there. They had the big man inside the paint for a little jumper.
In the corner, Kobe Thomas for 3. Off the mark, a little long, no good. Rebound, Pinkerton. Stolen. And a jumper up, short, no good. Pinkerton with the other rebound. Wilson with the run out, up and puts it home one-handed big time.
Yeah, good breakaway basket, and nobody covered back for Sikeston there.
Wiggins to the basket, up and good, and he'll be fouled. Good, strong move by Tristan Wiggins to the basket.
No doubt the physically strongest kid on the floor right now is Tristan Wiggins, and he will fight through plays like that to get to the rim.
Tristan Wiggins to the line shooting one.
That foul went on Cortland Miller, his second. Team foul number 5, so Wiggins will shoot 1 here, though, as he made the basket. Up and good. 19-17 now. They get it across to Wilson. He's been the offensive catalyst so far for Father Tolton in his first quarters. He's got 11 already.
Yeah, now Sikeston's going to a man-to-man. First time they've really shown it this game. I think it's an extended kind of hidden zone maybe, but they get out like they're in a man.
Yeah, a little matchup zone there possibly. Father Tolton's going to play for 1 here. You figure Wilson would like to see it. Fall away jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound by Wiggins. And we're at the end of 1, and it is 19 for Father Tolton, 17 for the homestanding Sikeston Bulldogs. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back here on Aycorp Sports. Back at the Sikeston Field House at Greg Hollifield Court, it is Father Tolton 19, Sikeston 17 here at the end of the first quarter. Sort of the story of some guards in particular. Zay Wilson with 11 for the Father Tolton Trailblazers, 8 for P.J. Farmer for the Bulldogs. And Bobby, you were pointing out in the intermission there, not a lot of touches for Trey Sadler so far for the Bulldogs, and they tend to play better when he gets some touches in there.
Yeah, he got his 2 points on a run out, a rebound down low, and he ran a full well pass down and he scored. Look, let's go over the numbers for Sikeston. They're 5 of 6 inside the arc. That's easy math, 80%. You know, where I look at this deal, at 3, they're 1 of 7 at the free throw line, which means they're getting, well, actually, PJ was fouled there outside and the other is Wiggins in. They're 4 of 4. Guys, get to the paint, try to score. Make them foul you, get Sadler some touches in there. They are a better team when he's getting touches and you make that defense start moving around. They're settling for too many threes, 1 of 7. They got to change the narrative. Right now, Father Tolton go 3 of 5. They're red hot out there.
Rowe with the basketball. Gets it back at the top of the circle. And a tip and a steal. Wiggins comes away with it. It's loose on the floor, though. And that should be in a back court right there. No call. And we'll have a charging call there.
How about that?
Boy,
that was Wiggins that hit the deck and the ball come out of his hands, and he stayed back and took a physical charge.
That is the second one on Zay Wilson. Team foul number 1, and Wilson may have to take a seat here with 2 fouls.
That would be a big loss because he is their big man on the floor right now. 11 points for Zay Wilson.
Zion Luke checks back in. The 6'6" sophomore. Farmer with the ball for the Bulldogs. Tries to cross over, loses it, gets it back inside. Goodwin with a great catch, but he put the ball down low, and we'll have a jump ball.
No, he did call jump. I was wondering if he's going to call on the lane right there. He has up the 5.
Right.
That was jump ball called by Lloyd Rice.
Goes back to Sikeston. Into Farmer, knocked away. Good defensive hands there by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go with that basketball.
And then a nice steal by Wiggins. He's up the floor for Sikeston. Kicks it across to Farmer. He'll put up the 3. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound, run down Wiggins. Tristan Wiggins is all over the court right now. Jumper short, no good though. And a rebound by Father Tolton.
Well, the strength of Wiggins, I did not like him passing that ball. Go to the rim with that ball, young man. You've been dominant in there.
Kick out, knocked out of bounds there by P.J. Farmer. Sadler's going to check back in for Sikeston to replace Jaharius Goodwin.
I'm telling you, Jim, over the last 3 games we've broadcast of Sikeston, I was already a Wiggins fan, but my affection for that player has just grown more watching him play and as physical as he plays.
Yeah, he does a nice job. You're exactly right. That's going to be a walk on the big guy, Pingleton. Blake Pingleton, the senior.
Pingleton saw the lane wide open, and that's where he wanted to get to, and he just took a step too quick.
So no scoring yet here in the second quarter. We're about 1 minute 15 seconds in. 19-17, Father Tolton with the lead. Off to Artis.
Oh, they missed him right there. They had Sadler.
Wiggins, top of the circle, 3 off the mark, no good. Rebound, knocked back out to Wiggins. He puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Farmer, and they'll reset some offense. Inside to Sadler.
Great look.
Up and good. And Bobby, just what we talked about, you've got to give Trey Sadler some touches.
Well, and they looked like they had him pinned down right there. Father Tolton was doing a nice job on him, but as Sadler pivoted, watch how the defense moved, and he was able to go up and over the guy. Still created space, just Sadler pivoting in there. Great move by him.
Father Tolton with it. Rowe with it up top. The double team, kicks it across. 3-pointer, Luke. Short, no good. But Cortland Miller right there to put it back in.
And that is a good job by Miller. He slid underneath Sikeston right there, and Sikeston never even attempted to put a body on him.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And right so far, 9-8 on the rebounds, but it just seems like that Sikeston's really, they're winning the rebounding total, but it seems like they're not, you know?
And it's because they're not being physical enough to block out right there. I mean, that one should have never happened. I mean, that was well seen. I knew it was short from here. They had to know it's short. look, you know this thing is not going to come off the rim. Look for a body to make sure he can't even get to that basketball under there. I mean, that was just a poor effort on Sikeston's part to block out.
1 of 9, too, for Sikeston from the three-point line, and that, that'll spell disaster as the game goes along if that doesn't improve or they don't get the ball inside more, one of the two.
Yeah, and this is a team who's gone through areas that they've shot the ball usually 33, 37% from deep. But when they struggle from the three-point line, generally it's been early in games, but they have to find ways to correct it. And they're not taking it at this group right here. So, I think that's a difference there, too. Defensively, they're not taking it at them, so they're going to have to figure out a way to get in that paint more.
Zone defense here for the Trailblazers. McCray kicks it out to Wiggins for 3. Good. Tristan Wiggins for 3. 22-21 Sikeston. 10 now for Wiggins.
I'm going to tell you, my guy Wiggins out there is playing like a man on fire.
Rowe with it to Pington. Back to Rowe. Jumper from 17. Good.
Tough shot.
Aaron Rowe for 2, the Missouri recruit. Off to Artist. Takes it all the way to the basket. Gets it partially blocked. Comes out of there to the Trailblazers. Rowe gets cut off nicely. Now they get it to Pington. That's going to be a foul on Sadler. That'll be his second. That's a blocking foul. Good call by Turlington there.
Yeah, now it's gamble time by Coach Hollifield. 4:55 left in the second, and what is he going to do?
Kobe Thomas checks in. Zay Wilson back in with 2 fouls for the Trailblazers.
I'm going to bet from here on, you're going to, if Father Tolton's reading my mind, they're going to go right at Sadler in that paint. They're going to try to get inside.
They get it inside, goes up, and good by Aaron Rowe over Sadler, and it's 25-22. Ahead to Thomas. Back out to Wiggins for 3, no good. Little quick shot there.
Great block out by Pington right there on Farmer. He did a good job. Farmer's coming down the lane hard, and he stood in well.
Good hands there by Farmer and the steal. 25-22. Sikeston with the basketball. Farmer takes it to the basket, goes up, and good. P.J. Farmer with the basket.
Inside the paint right there, and Sikeston scores.
Farmer with 10 now. 20 of the 24 points from Wiggins and Farmer up for the Bulldogs. Knocked out of bounds, will stay with Sikeston. Stay with Father Tolton.
Yeah. Did you see Wiggins knock that ball away, then also give a little friendly push to the tush right there on the player? He sent a little message, hey, I got you, I'm right here.
Sadler checks out for the Bulldogs with 2 fouls, and it'll be Jarius Goodwin that checks in. Father Tolton with a 1-point lead. They're ranked number 7 in Class 4 in the state. The Bulldogs ranked number 1 in Class 5. They kick it across to Rowe.
It looks like they're trying to reverse and catch Sikeston. That's a deep one.
And
oh, wow.
Wilson with the 3.
I thought they was trying to reverse ball and keep Sikeston moving on that, and they was going to look for a hole in the middle of that zone, but instead he fired a very deep 3.
Zay Wilson, 14 points now. Half of Tolton's, and it's 28-24. Farmer with it to Wiggins. Goes to the basket, up strong. Rims out, no good. Rebound by Father Tolton. Good move by Wiggins, just rolled out. Cross to Wilson. Good one on him.
Well, they missed Deacons underneath. They had him if he rolled the other way.
There he is, and it goes off his hands. McCray with it, off to Thomas. 3-pointer, good by Kobe Thomas. He's a good shooter, and it's 28-27.
Hey, you got to knock down shots like that if your name is Kobe.
That's right, exactly right. To deep. Pington goes up off the glass, long, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs, by Farmer. He's up quickly with it, kicks it in the corner. Inside to Goodwin. Goes up off the glass.
Wow.
I don't know how he got it up, but he did, and it's 29-28 Sikeston.
What a battle. What a battle down there.
Ahead to Miller. And a foul on Farmer as he tries to block Deacons. I believe that'll be PJ's second one.
Well, they're getting him on the body foul right there. His hand was clean, but it's a body is where they're going to call that on, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to get another look at it right here. Yeah, they got the body.
Yeah, good call. That's 29-28, and it sends Ryan Deacons to the line to shoot free throws. First one's no good. First free throws of the night for Father Tolton.
Jim, I want to say this is the first time Sikeston's led since it was like 2-2 or so, maybe, or 4-2.
They had a 1-point lead just a few minutes ago, and Tolton came back and put it back up to 3. They missed them both. Rebound, Miller. Good rebound there by Luke, excuse me, not Miller. Double team. Pinkton off the glass and rims out, no good. Rebound taken down by McCray, gets it to Thomas. He'll take the 3 once again, that time on the run though, no good. And Deacons with the rebound for Father Tolton.
Sikeston is not blocked out well, but look how they get after the ball once it's off the rim and rebounded.
Up and good by Aaron Rowe at 30-29.
As Father Tolton catches the ball off the rim, Sikeston is swatting at the ball like crazy to knock it loose.
Wiggins with it out top. Cut off there nicely. Good defensive effort there by Nichols. Now Wiggins down the lane. Little runner in the lane. Good.
Man, he has been strong.
Good call there, 31-30.
And here's the deal. They didn't stop the game for a flop on a defensive, and that's good. They shouldn't right there. They shouldn't, because it was light enough contact. He did have a little contact, but not enough to call a flop on it.
We're going to have a travel on Henry Nichols, and it'll be a turnover.
Well, in the danger spot right now for Father Tolton, they're letting Sikeston's crowd get into this basketball game some.
That's a bad situation always if you're the visiting team here at Sikeston. You're exactly right. Into the ball game for the first time, Beckett Hoffman, a 6'3" junior for Father Tolton. He replaces Henry Nichols. Minute 15 to go here in the first half, 31-30 Sikeston. Wiggins will slow it down a little bit, say you can come out and guard us, or we'll just take a little breather here. We've got Farmer off the floor with 2 fouls, as is Sadler with 2 fouls for Sikeston. Zay Wilson off the floor for Father Tolton with the 2.
The floor's just going to stay still. We're going to have to wait for last shot, and Jim, it makes for slow pace up here for you and I.
It does, but I sort of understand that Sikeston would like to go in with a lead here at halftime, if at all possible.
Well, while we've got a second, Jim,
sure.
I'm going to break you from your usual stance because I've got to do something here at half. So
all
when
right.
you take us to the half, kick it back to me because I've got to take care of business here.
I will do it. 31-30 now. And that's going to be a foul on Pinkton. And that'll be with 16.4 seconds to go. Sadler and Farmer both checked back in here for the offensive series.
Yeah, kids with foul trouble for Sikeston, and now they're looking for a score right here at 16.4. That was a gimme right there for Sikeston in that situation.
Absolutely right. And a timeout called by Coach Hollifield of Sikeston. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. And a little shout out here to a friend of Aycorp Sports in Columbia. That is Judge Jeff Harris. He's tuning in tonight, and we appreciate him watching his Father Tolton Trailblazers here in what's been a really good ball game so far, Bobby.
And when I look through the Father Tolton numbers, they're down 1 in this game, but I love their shot selection right now. At 2 points, they're 9 of 16. From deep, they're 4 of 6. They've been very good in where they've taken shots and needed to. Now, the 1-3, I'd have told you never shoot that ball, and he was way out there and drained that thing. But, outside of that, I think they've done a really, really good job of shot selection and where they needed to take shots.
16.4 seconds to go here. Vashon, of course, the #1 team in Class 4 right now. You've got Potosi, the only team in Southeast Missouri that is ranked in the top 10. They're in number 6 right now. So Father Tolton looks to try to get to that Columbia. That's everybody's goal right now after this game tonight, to get to Columbia next week.
Yeah, folks, stay tuned as we go to the half. I've got a message for you. You do not want to miss on this one. Jim, take it away for the last 13.
I will. Farmer with the basketball. 1-2-2 zone for the Father Tolton. Just a little different look here. They get it across to Thomas. He kicks it back out to Farmer. Farmer puts up a three at the buzzer, no good. So Sikeston's not able to get anything off. Halftime, Sikeston 31, Father Tolton 30. And Bobby, go ahead.
Folks, over the last 4 years here at Aycorp Sports, our viewers have come to know a familiar voice. A voice that carries passion for high school athletics while displaying the high standard of professionalism. Whether it is basketball, football, or volleyball, Jim Riker has become the standard the rest of us should strive to reach. It is with mixed emotions I share that Jim Riker will be leaving Aycorp Sports at the conclusion of this season to enjoy new adventures with his family. Jim has brought you so many memories from behind the microphone. Southeast Missouri high school sports fans have come to rely on Jim's cause. Whether the end result of the game was celebration or heartbreak, they trust Jim Riker to bring it to them. It has been such a reliable broadcast for Aycorp Sports, calling most of the and many of the championship games we have covered over the last 4 years. The SEMO Conference Tournament, Clarkton Holiday Tournament, Oran Invitational, Bernie Invitational, the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and several district matchups have been better because of Jim. Aycorp Sports has always been able to count on Jim Riker no matter the sports or venue. Lastly, on a personal note, I've got to call Jim a broadcast partner, a colleague, and most of all, my friend. From the first football broadcast together on a cold evening in Kenton, Missouri, to the very stage we are on tonight, I've cherished them all, Jim. His work ethic has us both better, as each of us would spend countless hours watching film, researching teams, and we were about to cover. The rise to the game as we discuss the upcoming broadcast, or maybe just a little bit of life itself. It has all meant so much to me, Jim. Jim, our viewers, our area athletes, and all of us here at Aycorp Sports love you, and we thank you for your service to high school sports. We would like to show our appreciation by presenting to this you here from all of us here at Aycorp Sports.
Oh, well, Bobby, that's fantastic. That really is. That is as good as it gets right there. And you know, this is one of the things. For those that don't know, I'm getting to go to the Netherlands with my grandkids. They're being transferred over there, and my son-in-law's in the service, and we're getting to go. But it's with mixed emotions, because this is one of the things I've enjoyed the most is broadcasting. I'm going to really miss it. I'm going to miss all the rides we've had together. We spent a lot of miles in the car together, that's for sure.
Jim, if you would, turn around toward Andrew there. Folks, that is a picture of Jim Riker and I. Jim, do you know where that's at?
Probably at Bloomfield, I would guess.
That is a Bloomfield Christmas tournament this year. I'd asked him to get a couple of shots there, and I felt like, you know, as we looked at those, that picture really captures you and what you do best as you bring us the action. And, Jim, I can't tell you how much you mean to me personally and all these people around. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Well, I appreciate it. It's been a great place. It's been great doing games with you. It's been great with all the folks at Aycorp. They're such professionals. They make it pretty easy to bring a game to you, so really appreciate it.
Folks, stay with us here and stay tuned as we're going to bring you a short montage of some of Jim's best calls throughout the years.
Thomas and two wide receivers to the left. Screen pass, read perfectly, but he comes the opposite way. If he can get a block, he's got some room. He's to the 30, he's to the 40, 45, 50, 40, he's gonna go all the way. Zayari Thomas with an 82-yard touchdown reception. Sight to Hughes, up and good, and he's fouled. Nothing there to Calvert. He'll take the three. Good! Riley Calvert for three. So 3rd and 9 here for Hayti. 3 wide receivers left. Tight end in there. Ford back to pass. He has to scramble. He runs out of there. He throws it downfield. Receiver open for a touchdown. Jeremy Alexander with the catch. A 47-yard touchdown pass from J.C. Ford, and Hayti goes back on top. No good. Dexter with a chance. Sepulveda with the basketball. Cross court. Out to Temples for 3 and the tie. It's tied up. We're going to overtime. Tucker Temples with an unbelievable shot to send us to overtime. Cross court to Parsley, who's wide open for another 3. And he knocks it down, of course. 24 for Mason Parsley, and it's 55-26. And it gets a steal. And he's going to go in for the layup. Oh, he may have hurt himself there. That could be a hamstring or something. No, he says, I'm okay. He said, I'm not coming out. Are you kidding me? He needs to come out. But he's like, are you kidding me? I don't want to come out. I'm playing too good. Seconds to go in the ball game. Back to Mayberry. He drives down the lane. He goes up. Shot is good. We're tied at 48. Burchard with it for the Indians. Quickly down the floor. It's stolen by South Pimmiscott. Campbell with it. He puts up a jumper. It's no good. Shots up. It's good. And South Pimmiscott wins. South Pimmiscott will go to the Final Four. And the Malden Green Wave, the champions of the 67th annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Big win for the Green Wave here. For our partner Bobby Alford, this is Jim Riker saying good night and God bless from Bloomfield, Missouri. Welcome back to the Sikeston Fieldhouse. We've got a really good one for you here. 31-30, Sikeston leads Father Tolton at halftime. This is the final regular season game for both teams. They head into districts next week. And Bobby, it's been a really entertaining ball game so far. And the big players for both teams have shown out a little bit. Yeah, they have. We'll dig into personals in a minute. I'm going to go through a couple team comparisons right now. From the floor for Father Tolton of 13 of 22, Sikeston's 12 of 27. Inside the arc, Father Tolton 9 of 16, Sikeston 9 of 13. Three-pointers, Father Tolton 4 of 6, Sikeston 3 of 14. Free throws, Father Tolton 0 of 2, Sikeston 4 of 4. Rebounds, Father Tolton 13, Sikeston 11. So, they've matched up pretty well throughout this game. The three-pointer has been a little tougher for Sikeston, as we'll now dig through the personal stats. For the Father Tolton Trailblazers, it will go like this. Aaron Rowe with 6. He is 3 of 3 of shooting tonight. Just hasn't been able to get off enough shots as he'd like. Zay Wilson, really the story. 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. He is 4 of 6 inside the arc, 2 of 2 beyond the arc tonight. Courtland Miller with 2. It is Blake Pington with 3. Zion Luke with 3, and Ryan Deakins with 2. That is 30 points. They are 13 of 22 shooting the ball at 59%. 56% inside the arc, 67% beyond the arc, 0 of 2 at the free throw line, and 13 rebounds so far in the game. They have turned Sikeston over 7 times. And for the Bulldogs, they have turned it over 7 times, I'm sorry. For the Bulldogs, it goes like this. Tristan Wiggins, the big man on the floor, with 12 points on 5 of 11 shooting. He has been really strong inside the arc at 4 of 6 there. It is also Trace Sadler with 4, Kobe Thomas with 3, P.J. Farmer with 10 on 3 of 6 shooting, Jarius Goodwin with 2, and that is their 31 points. They are 12 of 27 shooting the ball at 44% from the floor, 70% inside the arc, and only a 21% mark from beyond the arc. They are 4-4 free throw line and 11 rebounds in this game. And I tell you, Jim, if Sikeston could knock a few more three-pointers down, they would have a runaway. But if a frog had wings, we know the story. That's exactly right.
They've got to find a way to get it done there. And scoring inside has been their part. They have not involved Sadler there. They've still got to keep him involved more in this game with the touches. Father Tolton right now, if Rowe can get involved in this game more, shooting the way he's done, and then Wilson keeps doing what he's done, they are in great shape. Pennington has struggled. He is 1 of 5 from the floor. So the other 2 guards have carried them, and I'm sure we're going to get a heavy dose of those guys this second half.
Yeah, I would think that's exactly right, Bobby. And we really, I still go back to it, and you said it there. Sikeston's got to get Sadler involved a little more. They got to give him a few more touches, and just, and Father Tolton has done a nice job of not letting Sikeston have a lot of runouts either.
Yeah, they've done good on that. And, too, they haven't Sikeston hasn't brought their defense out. I would love to see Sikeston, you're up 1, come out right after the half and gamble. Let's go man-to-man. Let's see if you pressure them or they turn the ball over. You haven't gone for any traps this game. Now, they've got good size and these are good players, so the traps will be tough. Take chances, calculated chances. So don't do it every play. Come out right after the half and give them a different look.
Kennedy Sims on the girls basketball team broke the single-season assist school record. She's currently at 160.
31-30 here, Sikeston with the lead. Tomorrow night we'll be with you at Bloomfield for the...
Tristan Wiggins eclipsed 1,000 points for his career.
We'll be at the district championship tomorrow night at Bloomfield. We'll be to bring you the matchup between the Charleston Blue Jays, the 2 seed, the Pucks Indians, the 1 seed. It'll be broadcast through Misha TV, and there will be a charge for viewing, but you can catch that link on our Facebook page for sure. We'll bring you additional games during section and quarterfinals week in classes 1 through 3 next week. We just got to sort of see who wins and who loses so we know where we're going to be so we can tell you. Follow our social media for Aycorp Sports and Aycorp Media for the links to all of our upcoming games.
Yeah, everybody gets in a frenzy over this $10 fee or whatever it is. As Misha, look, it's $6 to get in the gate. So you and someone goes and you're at 12. You don't have to fight the crowd. You don't have to worry about sitting on a hard bleacher. You sit at home. You watch us for $10. You drink what you want. You eat what you want. And you hang out with who you want. It's a perfect deal. So $10, I mean, it's a cheap night, Jim.
Exactly right. And that one tomorrow night should be a really good one between Puxico and the Charleston Blue Jays. Sikeston with the basketball after the turnover and just a bad pass. Nobody cut to the middle.
That is better defense by Father Tolton right there. They bumped Sadler out of his lane, and he couldn't make that cut.
Goes down the lane. It's no good, but Wiggins is going to pick up the foul. That was Zay Wilson, and he is a very good player. I know we said that he's got three or four possible places to play, but I can't imagine there's not teams who are really after him pretty hot and heavy.
Yeah, I know he's got some opportunities out there. I think he's evaluating really just where he wants to end up.
Free throw up and good. He's got a second one. We're tied at 31, just underway here in the second half of this one. Second one up, and this one's short, no good. But nobody blocked out, and it's an offensive board. And then we got a jump ball. Nope,
yeah,
it's going to be a foul, actually, on Pinkton. Yeah, Pinkton, his second, team foul number 1. So we'll go out of bounds as we're tied at 31 to the Bulldogs.
Win or lose for Sikeston, the lesson learned here, you have got to be better and stronger at blocking out when you're playing big teams.
Sadler picks up his dribble, gives it off to Farmer. He's going to drive down the lane with it. He got knocked down. I don't think he liked it a whole lot in the lane, and he took it right to the basket.
Did you see the way Sadler cut down through the middle of that lane right there, and Farmer followed him, but to the opposite side? Sadler didn't even know he was setting a good screen for Farmer, but he did.
Yep, absolutely. Out of bounds, goes back to the Bulldogs. Farmer with 12 now, brings it down. Kicks it out to Wiggins.
They're in a man-to-man. I'd go right back to that look. Bring Sadler out high and let him feed that to Farmer.
Tried to get into Sadler, was knocked away. Wilson comes down the floor with it. He's going to be fouled on the floor there by Artis.
Yep, good call, right call, but Artis did his job, and he did not let him get to the rim and score. That's not a kid you want out there just growing confidence every time he touches the ball.
No, that's right. 15 already for Wilson here, and we're just a minute into the second half. He will do the inbounding. They give it up top to Pinkton. He'll take the three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, McCray.
Strong rebound by McCray right there.
Off to Wiggins. To Sadler. There's the dunk.
Baseline ran well by Sadler right there when the team was watching the ball. They hadn't run it this game, and Sadler made a nice cut.
35-31, Sikeston with the 4-point lead. Rowe gets it to Wilson in the lane. He goes up, and that's going to be a travel on Wilson.
Boy, and Wilson felt the presence of a 7-footer right behind him.
He did, and that's what made him shuffle his feet a little bit.
Yeah, he was looking for space, and Sadler was having none of it.
Farmer brought it down to Wiggins for three. Good! Tristan Wiggins for three. He's got 15 to go along with 7 rebounds. 38-31 Sikeston.
Hey, I'm going to start calling him Tristan Moneyball Wiggins. He's a killer out there now.
Wilson for the three. Off the mark, no good. Nice job by Sadler, but then it gets knocked away to Wilson. And he's going to get Sadler's going to get a foul called on him, but no dunk, and Wilson will shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the 7-footer was not going to let that happen to him. You know, it's his third foul, so you know you don't want that third foul on him. But again, you can't let a player like that have a play on you because that ignites a team.
Right.
And Wilson's had already plenty of highlight reels.
Goodwin's going to check in for Sadler here with the 3 fouls, I believe. Third foul already in the quarter on the Bulldogs, just 2 minutes in. Free throw, good. Wilson has got such a nice rotation on the basketball.
Yeah, fine basketball player. It's been a joy to watch him in calls so far.
Nichols checks in for Luke of the Trailblazers. Wilson's got his second one. Up and made them both. 38-33. Zay Wilson with 17 of the 33 right now. Farmer for 3, good!
Well,
PJ Farmer.
PJ caught a team lagging right there. They was expecting him to go to the rim, and he saw the space and pull up 3 for him.
15 for Farmer now. Down the lane. Up and good. Man, they just cannot stop Zay Wilson. 41-35. Wiggins. McCray puts it on the floor. Farmer. Step back 3. Going to be long, no good. Rebound taken down by Rowe. Great play by Farmer defensively. Wiggins for 3. Off the mark and no good. A little rushed.
Wow.
Wiggins with the steal up. It's good, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1.
There's that money ball, Jim. Christian Wiggins missed the 3, and the hands in there. I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to call him a gold digger, but he sure picked that boy's pocket.
He did right there. They were, and that fired his team up right there. That's the 3rd foul on Zay Wilson. He'll shoot 1 here. Up and good. Gives Sikeston a 9-point lead, 44-35.
Wiggins has been outstanding for Sikeston tonight.
Wilson with it up top. He'll take the 3 ball. Good.
And I'm going to tell you, they better get out and guard that boy. He's pushed over 20 already with that shot.
22. You almost have to think about I don't know what, a boxing 1 or something.
There's no way you can go to a boxing 1, I'll tell you why. You've got other players then who's going to just pick you apart inside with Pington and Rowe. Also, you go to boxing 1, you can go 4 across. Pington's already shown he's a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
You go 4 across on that baseline, they will shoot them out of that boxing 1 in a hurry.
44-38, Sikeston with the lead. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. Be back here on Aycorp Sports.
We do things the right way, we do it honestly, and we do it well. We go to trial with confidence that in Southeast Missouri, when we work hard and we do a good job of presenting the case to the jury like we know we can do, justice will be done and the client will be taken care of. If you need someone to represent you at trial, call Cook Parkett, Ponder & Walls.
We're back at Sikeston High School, Greg Hollifield Court, 44-38. Sikeston leads Father Tolton, and your man Tristan Wiggins had a big milestone tonight, Bobby.
Yeah, his 1,000th point he has scored, and Sikeston right now is also picking it up. They were 3 of 14 at the half, shooting a 3. They're 2 of 4 here in the 3rd quarter. I told you that's the number they need to figure out and pick it up. They have. They've jumped out to a nice 6-point lead. Father Tolton, meanwhile, they have cooled. They were 4 of 6 from 3. So this quarter, they are only, Jim, through the quick math, 1 of 3 now. So
right.
They have cooled off the pace a little bit and not getting the looks they really want from there.
Thomas in the game for the Bulldogs. Bounces it off of Rowe and out of bounds. So it goes back to Sikeston. Out to Farmer. To McCray. McCray with it, puts it on the floor, gets it back up, then kicks it out to Thomas for a quick 3. Off the mark, no good. Pington with the rebound.
I tell you, when Father Tolton has rebounded there, they have been really, really good on the boards.
Wilson to the basket, up and good.
And he's been equally as impressive.
44-40. Good one inside. Goes up off the glass and no good. Rebound by Deacons. Good, strong rebound. Sikeston has struggled to score tonight other than Wiggins and Wiggins and Thomas, or Farmer, and Zai Wilson. Another 2 points for the Trailblazers.
I'm going to tell you, Zy Wilson has put this team on his back tonight. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be sore on the bus ride home, but he has been tremendous for the Trailblazers.
And he gets it right here with a chance to tie it up with a basket. Kicks it off. Nice pass. Up short, no good. Tipped. Wilson gets it back now. Father Tolton, nice job on the boards, and then we're going to have a push on Goodwin.
I can tell you, nervous energy when that ball come down in Wilson's hands right there, and I know Sikeston had to be wondering, how are we going to keep up with this guy and stop him? When that rebound come, you're thinking he's going to make a skip hop to the rim.
Artis and Sadler check back in for the Bulldogs. Rowe to inbounds and gets it in to Zy Wilson. Rowe will take the three off the mark, no good. Sadler with the rebound, and he'll get fouled.
Yes, it is. I really thought Father Tolton would try something more to inside. They set up the high-low look to get it to a corner three maybe, but they never did touch the ball in the paint.
That's his first.
First foul on Nichols, the third team foul. Farmer with the basketball. Zone look still for Father Tolton. Good 2-point game here, 44-42. Sikeston was up 9, so Tolton's on a little 7-0 run.
That was an opportunity. They're going to have to swing it in quick to Sadler if he's in there in that high post. He'll have a chance to turn around and look at the rim or maybe cut Wiggins on the baseline. They're really kind of crunching down on that and daring Sikeston to shoot a three, really.
So Sadler, then to Wiggins for three. Just
Great.
What you said, Bobby. They got it to Sadler first.
Great ball movement right there. So Sikeston basically run a 4-out. They had Wiggins kind of running around on the baseline if he wanted, but he set well. Sadler touched it, and he knew immediately. He felt that guy behind him. He kicked it.
Wilson for three. Missed one, surprisingly, but run down. Deacons with it in the lane. Spin move. He's going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, that's good. But Sadler was caught in a tough spot, and he just went with the ball, and Deacons traveled there.
Sikeston will get it back with 2:04 to go here in the third quarter. .158 and counting here in the third. Sikeston up by 5, 47-42.
Yeah, the name of the game for Sikeston right now is patience and open looks. They're up 5, and you saw where Farmer was at, kind of pass around, and he backs it out. I mean, they're going to be extremely smart with the basketball here.
Farmer with it, picks it up, his dribble, and kicks it off to Wiggins.
Watch Sadler right there. He's looking for that lob if anybody comes down the paint.
Minute and a half to go. Sikeston being very patient with it. Inside to Sadler with the catch to Wiggins for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken down by the Trailblazers. Rowe kicks it across to Wilson in the corner. Off of P.J. Farmer and out of bounds.
A little surprised Wilson gave that ball up there. As hot as he has been, he gave one more pass, but I thought for sure he's going to fire that one. Oh, and that should have been a push-off. He extended the arm, and Thomas definitely went backwards.
Off to Rowe. Drives down the lane. Nice pass inside to Pinkton, up and good.
Yeah, that's a nice one by Pinkton there. He ran the baseline well himself.
Farmer to the basket, good. P.J. Farmer with it.
Trading jabs out here.
49-44. Rowe's going to drive down the lane. Kicks it up, and it is good by Lukey. And it's 49-46. Wiggins with it, back out to Artis. 34 seconds to go in the quarter.
They may hold for last shot, but they're coming out and guarding here. They're going to make it tough to do that.
Wiggins will hold it. They don't want to let it get into Farmer's hands. .17 to go. Sikeston playing for one shot here. 10 to go. They need to start their offense here fairly quickly. Wiggins puts it on the lane, goes up off the glass, and no good. Rebound, 3 seconds to go. Pinkton's going to get the shot off at the buzzer, and it's a little long, no good. So we're at the end of 3. It is Sikeston 49 and Father Tolton 46. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
We are back at Sikeston High School. Sikeston leads Father Tolton 49-46 in this matchup of two state-ranked teams. Jim Riker, Bobby Alford with you. And Bobby, it was a one-point game. Sikeston lead at the end of the halftime. 3 points now. Just been an outstanding game. Zay Wilson has just been all he's advertised for Father Tolton.
Yeah, he has been great. It's really been Wilson and Wiggins. I mean, I'm telling you, these two guys have been masterful tonight in what they have done.
49-46. Sikeston will be in action again next Wednesday night in the first rounds of the district tournament as they will take on North County. Father Tolton will wait for the winner of Boonville in California at Wednesday night. Also in that district is, I don't know where that's at exactly, so they will be playing there. They're up in there with the Versailles and Southern Boone. Blair Oak is up there as well, so a good district there. Tomorrow night we'll be in Bloomfield for Puxico and Charleston. Thomas up top, kicks it off to Farmer. Puts it on the floor, drives to the basket, he goes up, it's no good, it'll be a blocking foul, and will be 2 free throws for P.J. Farmer.
Well, Sikeston's made some good adjustments. They've shot it well from outside. They're trying to get to the rim now. That's more of a Sikeston team that are a little bit more spread out in their offensive flow. I mean, they had struggled there for a while of really getting to the rim against this team, but starting to try to push it in there a little bit more.
Farmer's free throw is good. That was the third foul on Cortland Miller. Farmer's got 18 now. Wiggins with 21 leads the Bulldogs. 26 for Wilson leading Father Tolton. Second free throw also, boy, didn't even move the net.
Farmer is a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, he shot it well.
Sikeston as a team, 7 of 7. The other was Wiggins.
Father Tolton with the basketball. A little additional pressure there. Rowe out front, the point guard.
Yeah, they are staying in that matchup zone the whole game from Sikeston.
Wilson kicks it across to Pinkton. He tries to drive down the lane. He does. He goes up, and it's short, no good. Sadler with the rebound, and he'll be fouled in there. And it's going to go on.
Give advantage on that foul, Father Tolton. Sikeston was out and running on that play.
Yeah, that was an easy basket waiting to happen. You're exactly right.
Well, they had to spot up 3 in the corner by Kobe Thomas, and somebody else was running the middle of the floor. They were looking to score.
13-3 Pinkton. Farmer gets bumped but knocks it down. P.J. Farmer, 21 now.
He looked like he's going to lose control of himself and the basketball and gathered and scored.
A turnover, Farmer with it. 3-on-2, kicks it off in the corner to Thomas for 3, no good. And that's going to be Trey Sadler over the back there for his 4th foul.
Yeah, that was a bad foul by Sadler right there. He should have let that go.
Yeah.
That's his 4th.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to let the rebound go to the other team.
Well, you're going to have to see, and then they're going to set him out. They're going to save him for a while.
Yeah, Artis will check in there. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs, 53-46 over the Trailblazers right now with 6:56 to go here in this ball game. Rowe with it. He's only got 6 for the Trailblazers inside. Then good hands by Thomas, knocks it out of bounds. They were trying to get it in the corner.
Good speed shown by Sikeston. I saw the same thing they did. They kicked it down along the baseline. I thought they were so spread out. And then they try to kick it again to the corner, and that's Kobe Thomas getting back.
Coach Hollifield is going to take a 30-second time out here for the Bulldogs, 53-46. So, Bobby, some good district stuff coming up tomorrow night. Of course, we'll have, but also some other good games with the Delta Richland game. I think Scott City Woodland will be a really nice matchup in Class 3.
We and I talked about that one coming over. I like Scott City in that matchup simply because I don't think if anybody gets in trouble with the ball handler there for Woodland does, they don't have a secondary guy who really handles it well. I think they'll be in a half-court defense, though, from Scott City. I don't think they'll play them full-court press. I don't think they'll move well enough on defensively to stop an all-guard set from Woodland.
Right.
But big games again, you know, that 3-ball can struggle. If Woodland struggles there, I've got Scott City, and Scott City's very good. They got two big kids now. I can't remember their names exactly. Walton was one of them. I can't remember the other off the top of my head, but you know, one of them's really good outside shooting a 3, and he's got size to him. The other one can get to the rim, the sophomore there. I mean, they've got a really good pair right there, and they've got supporting cast too besides those kids, but I really like that Scott City group out there. Not that Woodland can't, but I think they need to be hot from 3 to win that game.
Father Tolton to Wilson. To Rowe. Nice move to Pinkton for 3, no good. And we're going to have a foul, and that's going to go on Beckett Hoffman, I believe.
Well, I don't think we've called that name in the game so far. He is a 6'3" junior just coming in, but you know that's not his best foul of the day. He's wrong position for that.
Third foul, team foul on Father Tolton. Sikeston with the 7-point lead, 6:23 to go here in the ball game. Sikeston might be content to try to make Father Tolton come out and play a little man-to-man.
Yes, Sikeston's going to say, you're going to have to come out and guard me or we're going to burn the clock out. So what that's going to do is open up lanes. It's an all-guard set on the floor for Sikeston right here. Every single one of these guys can get to the rim off the dribble.
To Thomas. In the corner to McCray. He gets double-teamed over there. Picks it up and gets it out to Artis. Artis takes it to the basket, kicks it out to Thomas to Farmer. Drives into the lane. Nice dish off up and no good. Boy, great dish, just couldn't finish.
They had that look they wanted at the rim, just couldn't get it to fall.
Wilson's going to go to the rim, up and no good. Rebound. Wilson gets it right back. Goes back up and good.
How good is that kid?
He is very, very good. Farmer with it. Drives down. Little runner in the lane. It's no good. Out to Thomas.
Smart play by Kobe Thomas to pull that out.
Yep. Sikeston wants to slow it down with this 5-point lead a little bit, I think. It's not their MO particularly.
Well, they got a 5-point lead, and the 7-footer, who is a rim protector, is on the bench.
McCray with it, gets double-teamed in the corner, and a timeout by Coach Hollifield.
Timeout, Sikeston.
And I would guess Coach Hollifield's thinking, I've got seniors on the floor. How do I get the ball in the corner and get trapped like that?
Yeah, you never want that ball to go sit in the corner very long like that, because when that second player gets there, I mean, it's just an automatic timeout or a turnover right there. That's a tough spot to be.
53-48, Sikeston with the lead. Let's hear from First State Community Bank, and then we'll be back with the final 509 of this one here on Aycorp Sports.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology, so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
Back at Sikeston High School, Sikeston with a 5-point lead, 53-48, 5:09 to go in this ball game. Jim Riker, Bobby Alford with you, and really, you know, Zay Wilson's 26 of the 46 for Father Tolton. He can score from just about any place on the floor.
He can, and I'm going to tell you, Father Tolton needs to find a way to keep this game close and within reach, and I'm going to tell you why. First half, they scored 6 from deep. Right now, this half, they're only 1 of 6 from deep. Their main guy who shoots it out there, Pinkton, he has struggled in this game, only 5 points. He's only knocked down 1 3. It has not been the best night out there. Zay Wilson's been the guy who has lit it up from outside, but you know, you get the feeling they've kind of gone cold from out there. They need to be able to play this game inside, and look who's back on the floor. It's Sadler now with 4 fouls. I think they need to try to get him out of this game and then go against Sikeston inside on the glass.
Try to get it inbounds. Bad pass, just a turnover.
Good defense for Father Tolton calls that.
Sure was. Rowe with it up top. In the corner, Pinkton for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, strong one by Tristan Wiggins.
Yeah, again, he struggles from deep right there.
8th rebound of the night for Wiggins. And Farmer slows it down for the Bulldogs.
Here comes a high set.
They double team him. Wiggins for three. Good. Tristan Wiggins knocks it down.
Oh, money ball right there. Sinks another tonight. He is up to 21 points on the evening.
Big night for Wiggins. Wilson with the kicks it off to Rowe. Pinkton for three. Off the mark, no good. Thomas gets it ahead to McCray. Up and good. There's Sikeston basketball right there, Bobby, that run out.
Yeah, and I said Father Tolton need to keep it close. This is our largest deficit of the game at 10.
Wilson, nice dish inside there to Cortland Miller for two.
And just where they need to find baskets at the rim right there and score. Oh, why is Sikeston rolling the ball to the floor? You're up 8. You don't need to work that clock that way.
Farmer with it, guarded out front by Rowe. Thomas gets double teamed. They kick it off to Farmer. He drives down the lane, loses it, goes up, no good. Lost it and then didn't manage to get it up, but then missed it.
And nobody back.
Rowe for the slam, up and good.
Boy, that is lazy, bad basketball by Sikeston right there. Nobody even tried to get back.
58-52 now, back to a 6-point game.
I mean, Jim, I'm going to continue to pound on Sikeston right there. That turnover happened under the rim, and they got beat back down the floor.
No, you're right. Exactly right. Wiggins going to be fouled on the floor. Believe. We'll see if he's shooting free throws or not.
Yeah, I believe he was in the air, so he should be at the line.
That's his second.
That's the second foul on Hoffman.
Team foul number 4.
And it will be Wiggins shooting free throws here. 6-point lead for Sikeston, 58-52 with 3:05 to go. Arter's going to check back in. Chris Arter's going to check back in for the Bulldogs. The one thing that's a little concerning to me, Bobby, I mean, you've not had, Sadler's got 6, 3 for Kobe Thomas. Nobody else has really scored for the Bulldogs tonight, and they've got to have more output from other guys.
Yeah, it's been the Farmington and Wiggins show, no doubt. And, I told you earlier, big games, it just seems like Tristan Wiggins steps up more and more. He's been dominant tonight. He leads all scores for Sikeston now with 22, possible 23 coming. He's just been that good.
Back to an 8-point lead. A little surprising that McCray hasn't scored tonight. Usually he's in that scorebook for the Bulldogs. Rowe with the basketball for Father Tolton. They kick it out to Luke. In the corner, Pinkton for three. Off the mark, no good. He's had a tough shooting night. And then Farmer comes away with it. Quickly up the floor is P.J. Farmer to Sadler. Missed the dunk, no good. Just got it a little past him. And then Wilson's going to be fouled there by McCray.
He wants the intentional is what he's asking for. They're not going to call that. Sikeston had 2 guys deeper than Farmer.
Right.
If he was a runaway basket, they would have let it count, but that's not going to go.
That's McCray's second foul, team foul number 2. And I won't even argue that he may have intentionally fouled him to keep him from getting to the basket. But you're right, with 2 guys deeper than that, they're never going to call that.
Yeah, immediately Rowe put up the hands like that, and the coach asked for it too, but they're not going to give you that call when you've got defense back.
Rowe with it to Pinkton. Luke for three, off the mark, no good. Farmer with the rebound.
Well, look how Farmer is an undersized kid. He don't want to let length get around him, undersized compared to the guy who's after the ball right there. How he swung that ball low and away from the defender.
Kick it back out to Artis. He gets fouled. That'll go on Rowe, and that will send the Bulldogs to the free throw line as that's the 5th team foul. First foul on Aaron Rowe.
And here's an interesting, Artis hadn't really been in the scoring tonight, and he's the one at the line. Not a bad foul. I'm not saying he can't shoot, but I'm saying not a bad foul because he hasn't been involved in the shooting tonight.
Yeah, exactly right. Chris Artis, the 6'2 seniors, free throw up and good.
And he said, Mr. Announcer, watch this.
That's right. He's got a second one here. Free throw up and also good. 62-52. Pinkton with it. Puts it on the floor. Artis, good hands there, knocks it away with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Wilson kicks it off. Rowe, Pinkton in the paint. Back out to Wilson. He thought about the three. Kicks it back out to Pinkton for the three. Good ball movement, missed the shot.
Boy, it had just been a tough shooting night for Pinkton. I mean, just a woeful night for himself.
McCray brings it down, pulls up the dribble, and kicks it off to Farmer. Good job right there by LeClaire and McCray. And then Farmer's going to be fouled on the floor, and he'll shoot 2 free throws out there. That foul's going to go on Rowe. That'll be his second.
Well, rewind this game a little bit in the broadcast, Jim, and I said that they had to keep it close because his shooting woes 10 points, and he still struggles. I mean, you get the feeling they've got to make a shot the next time down the floor right there, and it needs to be a big one from deep. This game's getting away from him.
Free throw good by Farmer. 22 now for him. Second one missed. First free throw missed tonight for the Bulldogs. They're now 12 of 13. Rowe with it. Gets cut off there nicely in the corner. Jumper up and good by Lukey, the 6'6" sophomore. And he's a good-looking little sophomore, Bobby.
Yep, and the tough thing right now I think you're going to see is Father Tolton in this timeout, they're going to have to say, hey, who do we want to foul and try to get there? They don't want to foul Farmer or Wiggins. Anybody else on the floor, you're going to say, hey, it's game on. But those two have been so good this game. Everybody else on Sikeston really can shoot the free throw very well. But those are the two you don't want there. After that, this half, Jim, Father Tolton is 1 of 12 shooting the three. I mean, if it's ever desperation time, and if I'm Wilson right now for Father Tolton, I'm not sharing that basketball.
No, I'm with you. I've got to put it on. This is not a time to be unselfish. You've got to put it on your back. You're the best player out there for them. You've got to try to score. I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, you stand over there in the corner on the baseline, the block, wherever you want to, and scream, I'm open all you want, but I'm shooting that basketball if I'm Wilson.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Minute 27 to go, 9-point game, 63-54. Sikeston will have to handle the pressure here that they will see from Father Tolton as they come out of this timeout.
I'm looking to see, is it going to be McCray inbounding? Usually your best passer inbounds, and they put McCray there. And look, they got Wiggins and Farmer down there to hopefully get fouled.
Wiggins with it, gets double teamed, gives it off to Farmer. He gets up the sidelines, going to take it to the basket, kick it off to Artis, up and good. That was awfully easy right there for the Bulldogs.
Well, once they didn't foul immediately and Farmer got the basketball in open area, I mean, it was over.
Wilson loses it out of bounds. I think Coach Hollifield talked about the same thing in the huddle we did. Wilson's going to shoot the basketball. We're going to not allow him to.
Yeah, and I'd have to say that's the game plan you got to have there. They are going to have to foul quickly now, but I don't know if it's going to matter.
McCray gets fouled, and he'll shoot free throws. That goes on Pinkton. That's his fourth. McCray will shoot the 2 free throws.
Two things really stick out. Sikeston played definitely a better half, but the struggle from deep for Father Tolton, I think that's the difference in this basketball game. Sikeston so far, I mean, they have been phenomenal at the free throw line, 12 of 13. That's 13 of 14 now. I mean, that's a big swing in points. Father Tolton, 3 of 6 from the line. They hadn't been there much tonight. I mean, it's just a big difference in the way Sikeston's been able to play.
Yeah, they haven't got it in the lane very well.
Yeah, they were there and taking good shots in the first half, and they just kind of fell out of rhythm here in this half.
Wilson, little jumper, good.
Zay Wilson.
He's got 30. Wiggins kicks it off to McCray. He's going to give it off to Sadler, and he'll put it home for the dunk.
Yeah, they gave him the baseline to run, and it was a big one.
8 for Sadler. Wilson again, going to get down the lane, going to put up the jumper. It's short, no good. Deacons gets it knocked away. Wilson is always around that basketball. I'm telling you what, that basketball finds him.
He just moves so well, and he's so easy to lose sight of. Even I lose sight of him, and he's got the ball the most of the time.
Farmer will be fouled.
So slick in the way he moves and gets around guys.
He really is.
And the Sikeston faithful hits their feet right there.
Sikeston is going to advance to 23-3 on the season, it looks like here, with a 10-point lead and 23 seconds left. 23-3 and going in as the number 2 seed in the district next week up at Farmington. And
I'm going to tell you, Jim, they're going in with a chip on their shoulder.
I was going to say the same thing. Do you think that's not going to be posted in the locker room?
I don't think it has to be. It is a deal in every single one of these kids' minds. I mean, they're going to be hungry. Look, Farmington beat them earlier this year. We're not going to talk about why they didn't, whatever. Farmington beat them. But Jackson beat Farmington, and Sikeston has handled Jackson now twice this year handedly. Kate beat Jackson, and Sikeston has handled Kate handedly this year. I'm going to tell you, everybody in that bracket, in Sikeston's bracket, I'm worried. I mean, I do not want to face Sikeston because I'm afraid they're going to hang 50-point loss on me easily. I mean, it will be a tough tournament to be in that bracket, I think, against Sikeston.
Sadler with the rebound on the miss. Farmer just trots it up here. Sikeston's going to win by 12, 70-58. Over Father Tolton out of Columbia. Bobby, let's look at some numbers.
Yeah, let's go with the Father Tolton Trailblazers first in the books. It goes like this. It is Aaron Rowe with 8 on 4 or 5 shooting. It is Zay Wilson with 32 points on 13 of 20 shooting. He was 10 of 15 inside the arc, 3 of 5 beyond, and 3 of 4 at the free throw line. He also led his teams in rebounds at 9, Jim. What a performance.
Absolutely.
Also, Cortland Miller with 4. It was Blake Pington with 5, and Zion Luke with 7, and Ryan Deakins with 2. That is our 58 points. They were 25 of 51 shooting the basketball for 49%, 20 of 32 inside the arc at 62.5%, and 5 of 19 beyond at 26%. Jim, that is a large fall from 4 of 6 of the half in percentage.
Absolutely.
There.
Yep.
Also, 3 of 6 at the free throw line at 50%, 29 total rebounds. And for the victorious Sikeston Bulldogs, they look like this. It was Tristan Wiggins, 26 points tonight. He hit 4 big threes and was 4 of 4 at the free throw line, led his team in 10 rebounds. Also, Chris Artis with 4, Trace Sadler with 8, Kobe Thomas with 3, LaCrayon McCray with 3, PJ Farmer with 24 points on 7 of 14 shooting, 5 of 9 inside the arc, 2 of 5 beyond, 8 of 9 at the free throw line. Also, Jarius Goodwin had 2, and that is their 70 points. They were 24 of 53 shooting the ball at 45%, 17 of 30 inside the arc at 57%, 7 of 23 beyond. They got to that 30% mark,
yep.
Jim. 15 of 17 at the free throw line, 88%, 21 rebounds. I'm going to tell you, I like that floor percentage to be at 50%, but they shot so many threes that brought it down some. Those are fantastic numbers, again, shooting the basketball. 56%, 57 inside the arc, and 30% outside of it. I'm going to tell you, that's going to win you a lot of basketball games when you're able to play that well. And at the free throw line, that high percentage, at 88%, those are big nights.
Well, that's it. That 88% at the free throw line, man, that's going to win you a lot of games because Sikeston will get to the free throw line the way they get to the basket. So,
and look at the difference in the points right there. 15 points at the rebound free throw line compared to 3.
A 12-point
that's a 12-point game, and that's where we are right there. The difference is in the free throw line.
Exactly right. So Sikeston wins 70-58 in this one. Both these teams will be moving on to their districts next week. For the Aycorp sports team, we will be in Bloomfield tomorrow night on Misha TV, as Bobby and I will have the Charleston Blue Jays, the number 2 seed, the Puxico Winnies, the number 1 seed, in the championship of that Class 2 District 3. The winner of that will take on Valley or Arcadia Valley, I believe. Lots of good games tomorrow night, but you'll want to watch us here on Aycorp Sports if you get half the chance. Nice win tonight for the Bulldogs, Bobby.
Yeah, great one. That takes them into districts next week. I tell you, folks, don't be afraid to throw down $10 on some of these districts. There's a lot, and I do mean a lot of good districts going on right now. A great time to sit at home with your family and friends and watch them. I'm telling you, fantastic basketball going on all throughout the state of Missouri, but directly right here in the Boot Heel. I mean, you've got a chance to see some really good players finish up their careers, and some of them prolong it.
Absolutely right. So 70-58, the final here from Sikeston tonight. From my partner, Bobby Alford, this is Jim Riker saying good night and God bless from Sikeston, Missouri.